Spring 2016 makeup collections are starting to pop up, including Dior's, which is on Nordstrom's right now, and YSL released theirs on the YSL website, and Sephora released the 2016 Pantone and Sephora Color of the Year, which this year they decided to do two of them. One is called Rose Quartz and it's a really pale pink, and the other one is called Serenity, and it's a really light baby blue color. The official numbers for them is Rose Quartz 13-1520, and then Serenity 15-3919. And I went ahead and purchased the eyeshadow palette and also the two lipsticks. There is a lip gloss set that is available as well, and I think those are the only pieces that I've seen so far from this collection. I would have loved, absolutely loved to see like a blush or some type of a face palette or something. I did do a demo with this eyeshadow palette, and I have a bit of the pink lipstick on my lips as well, which that'll be towards the end of the video if you're interested in it. But this palette is the exact same size as last year's Sephora and Pantone Color of the Year Marsala palette. Packaging for the palette isn't that fancy. It's just a clear type of box and it's got your colors on the back. And then the lipstick ones, they come in packaging that looks like this with that. They're like squeezed in between like a cellophane type material. So let's talk about this guy. The official name for it is the Modern Watercolors Eye Palette. And there's 24 eyeshadows in here, which at 0.03 ounces a piece. So here's the inside of the palette, and there are a ton of pastel mattes in here. It's a soft watercolor type of a palette, and for pastel mattes, especially the way that they came off on me, I think that they worked out great. The fallout was so like hardly even there. I did have to build up the shades. I had to build up the blue and the turquoise, but the thing is that they built and they blended. I was able to really intensify them without them going patchy or anything like that. I pretty much used all mattes on my eyes today, and again, for being that pastel matte type of color, they built and they blended really well. I did have to build them up, but I was able to do it with not very much difficulty. And I stuck strictly to this palette to see what I could come up with out of it. Now, for the most part, I think you'd want to pair this with another palette, but I was able to get something nice, pretty, and just looks very spring-like, I think. So here's your palette up close. I think it's really a pretty palette. And then inside of here, there is a little plastic piece that has got all of the color, like the Pantone color numbers on there, and it says Color of the Year. And then here inside are your eyeshadow colors, and they're coming off very true to color in the viewfinder. There are a ton of mattes in here. This one comes off matte, but it has a little bit of sparkles in it, and so does this blue, but for the most part I would call them mattes. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 mattes in here. And there also aren't any really chunky glittery shades at all. There's just some nice fine shimmers in here. I think this palette's going to be a great one for springtime, and it's also going to be a really good one to pair with a ton of other eyeshadow palettes. And then too, again, with these type of colors, like you don't see these type of colors very often. Now the shades in here that are the Color of the Year ones are this pink one, Rose Quartz, and then this one, this blue right here, which is Serenity, and both of those are matte colors. I think too that they're pressed nice. I mean, you have to, like I said, I had to build them up, and I think that was mostly to get product on the brush. But typically with mattes like that you put your brush in there and they're just poof, there's powder everywhere. I didn't get that with these. So you can see how light they are. Then we'll do these guys over here. And these three. Come on there, baby. Camera's not focusing. And these next three. And then these ones, this is the first time I'm swatching them all, and some of them do feel like they're pressed a little bit harder than others. Probably why, like that blue shade, I had to build it up a bit. And I'll do these ones. And then down to this last row here. Which these three colors are matte right here. They would all look really pretty together, I think. And then the final three. This green is what I packed on the lid, and this is the one that I used through the crease. And like I said, I had to build up both of these colors, but the good thing was I was able to build them up, which I can't say for some other eyeshadows. And then here are the lipsticks. I think the packaging is absolutely stunning. Sorry about my finger. I almost chopped it off yesterday, so it's looking not so cute. This is the shade Serenity, which is that pastel blue color right there. And I bought these not with the intention of wearing them alone, but mixing with other colors. So there is the Serenity color. And then here is the Rose Quartz color right here, which I was already toying around mixing it with stuff. And I put it on, mixed it in with the lipstick that I have on right now. But so there's Serenity and there's Rose Quartz. I really like this palette. Could some of the shades be a little bit better, a little bit more saturated in color like those mattes? Yeah, they could be, but then again, not a lot of brands do colors or can do colors like this. So I think the scheme in here is really a unique palette. If you're really looking for that intense richness like right away, you probably won't get this out of here. But I think the point of the palette is to be really soft watercolor type eyeshadows that are good for spring 2016, and I think that it accomplished that. So there's my 2 cents on that. Now if you guys are interested in seeing those eyeshadows perform in the look that's on my eyes and a dash of the lips, you can hang tight and we'll get into it right now. I already went ahead and primed my eyes from the lash line to up underneath the brow with the NYX eyeshadow bases in the shades 1 mixed with number 3. And now I'm going to take a Wayne Goss number 18 brush, and I'm going to dip into this matte lime green color. And I'm going to put this on the center of the lid. And really kind of pack it on there. Using the side of that same brush, I'm going to go into this light matte yellow and put that in front of the green. Then using a Chikuhodo GSN 9, I'm going to go into this blue. The base of it is matte, but it's got some little light blue sparkles in it. But I think it'll, for the most part, go on kind of matte. I'm going to put this out here. I did really have to pack on that blue color, but I don't have like any fallout on my face, which is pretty good. I'm going to go back in with the Goss 18 and this green color and further go over the lid because I lost a little bit of that putting the blue on. Just blend them together. I'm going to go into this color right here, which is a matte teal on a Hakuhodo J5523 brush. And I'm going to start blending out the blue in that with that. This is usually where I can tell if these mattes are going to blend good, and they are. I think I'm going to use the color of the year, the Rose Quartz one, which is also matte. And I'm going to use that on a Goss number 3 brush. And I'm going to put that underneath the brow. I am going to go ahead and use a little bit of that matte mint green color on a Hakuhodo J5533 brush. And I'm going to put it up here. I'm really liking how this is looking. It's like really soft and pretty. Then I'm going to take this little tiny Goth 7 brush and go back into this matte, darker minty color. I'm going to put just a little bit of that on the outer lower lash line. And then using the same brush, I'm going to use just a little bit of that blue on the very outer portion. Yeah. I've got the most minimal amount of fallout. I'm just going to brush it off. Like, just a tiny bit. I'm going to go ahead and finish up my eye makeup and I'll be right back to put on some lips for you guys. For lips, I'm going to use the Clinique Quick Liner for Lips Intense in the shade Intense Hibiscus. I'm going to fade it in just a little. Then I'm going to fill that in with the Buxom Bold Gel Lipstick in the shade Guilty Angel. Then I'm going to take the Sephora and Pantone Universe lipstick in Rose Quartz. And I'm just going to, like, mix it in there. So there's the overall finished look using the Sephora and Pantone colors of the year in Serenity and Rose Quartz. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. Thank you for watching. Do not forget to wear sunscreen, and I'll see you guys later.